When you kill one, it is a tragedy. When you kill 10 million, it is a statistic. They call me killer, but I live only to serve the people. And the people's history will judge me. Where the Romans failed, I will succeed. Russia's borders will stretch from coast to coast, for a united Russia is our destiny. Those lands were taken away by corrupt Tsarist diplomats and criminal military officers. They were the enemies of the people. But enough of this. You have served me well. Continue to do so, and your future is as bright as the star of the Soviet Union. As a reward for your service to the people, I wish to promote you. Your first order as field captain is to proceed to Khalkis Island. We need the ore there for a special project. In addition, we need to capture the Allied Communications Center. We must know what those Allied dogs are up to. Godspeed. Do what you must for the people.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Construction options.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. Agreed.
Construction complete. Reinforcements have arrived.
Reporting.
Construction
Affirmative.
options.
Affirmative. Agreed. Very well. Agreed. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. At once. Affirmative. Affirmative. At once.
Unit lost.
Awaiting order. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Very well. Very well. At once. Agreed. Reporting. Affirmative. 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 Reporting. Agreed. Agreed. Reporting. Reporting. Agreed. Yes, sir. At once. Yes, sir. Agreed.
Construction complete. New construction options.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Construction complete. New construction options.
Reporting. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Very well. Very well. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Awaiting orders.
Building.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders.
Construction complete. Building. Construction complete. Building.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Reporting.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building. Building. Construction complete. New construction options. Unit ready. Building. Building. Construction complete. Our base is under attack.
Yes, sir. At once. Of course. Reporting. Affirmative.
Unit lost. Building. Unit ready.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Waiting for
Construction
affirmative.
complete.
Affirmative.
Building.
Comrade, affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Construction complete.
Reporting. Affirmative. Agreed.
Building. Building.
Awaiting orders. Waiting order. Acknowledged.
Silos needed.
Yes, sir. Vehicle reporting.
Construction complete.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Construction options. Building. 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 Construction complete. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Awaiting for acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready. Unit ready. Building. Unable to comply. Building in progress. Construction complete. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
On hold. Cancel. Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Construction complete. Construction options.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Report acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged.
Our base is under attack.
Vehicle reporting. Reporting. Acknowledged.
Repair. Unit repair.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Spy plane
Affirmative.
ready.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Select target.
Reporting. Ready and wait. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Agreed. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Reporting. Yes, sir. Reporting. Affirmative. Reporting. Very well. Affirmative.
Building.
Reporting. Affirmative. Very well. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. 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 Affirmative. 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 Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledge. Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Spy plane ready. Building. Select target.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Awaiting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Awaiting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Vehicle report. Acknowledged.
Select target. Reinforcements have arrived. Building.
Waiting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Vehicle report. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Affirmative. Waiting order. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Building.
Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Repaired. Unit
Reporting.
repaired.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Spy plane ready. Select target.
Awaiting acknowledged. Comrade, affirmative. Waiting acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Vehicle reporting.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Naval unit lost.
Reporting.
Naval unit lost.
Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Waiting order. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Naval
Yes,
unit
sir.
lost.
Acknowledged. Comrade. Acknowledged. Comrade.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Comrade. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Vehicle affirmative. 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 Reporting. Affirmative. Report. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Awaiting
Spy
acknowledged.
plane ready.
Vehicle acknowledged. Waiting affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Comrade, waiting acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Reporting. Affirmative. Report acknowledged.
Naval unit lost.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Naval
Yes,
unit
acknowledged.
lost. Unit
Awaiting
ready.
affirmative.
Naval unit lost.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Comrade. Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative.
Naval unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Naval unit
Acknowledged.
lost. Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building. On hold. Cancel.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Select target. Reinforcements
Yes,
have
sir.
arrived.
Of course. Ready and
Unit
waiting.
lost.
Awaiting orders.
Unit
Affirmative. Reporting. Very well. Of course. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir.
lost.
Reporting. Affirmative. Ready and wait. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
At once.
Select target.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Naval unit lost. Unit ready. Building.
Vehicle report. Affirmative. Comrade. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Very well. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Waiting order. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Spy plane
Affirmative.
ready.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Waiting orders.
lost.
Yes, sir. Very well. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Very well. Very well. Yes, sir. Of course. Affirmative. 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 Of course. Of
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged.
Our base is under attack.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Building.
Reporting. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. 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 Acknowledged.
Unable to comply. Building in progress. Unit ready. Training.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. At once. Comrade. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Training. Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Very well. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Very well.
Building. Construction complete.
Comrade, affirmative.
Building. On hold. Cancel. Building.
Waiting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
On hold. Cancel.
Waiting order. Acknowledged.
Select target.
Waiting order. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Construction complete. Building. Structure sold. Structure sold. Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building.
Comrade, acknowledged. Yes, sir. Ready and waiting. Well.
Spy plane ready. Select target. Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building.
No, perfect. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
On hold. Cancel.
Ready and waiting. At once. Yes, sir. Very well.
Engineering. Affirmative.
First objective met.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Spy plane ready. Select target.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Select target. Reinforcements have arrived.
Vehicle report. Yes, sir.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Reporting. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Comrade. Acknowledge. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
Spy plane ready. Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Waiting order. Acknowledge. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledge.
Unit ready.
Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. 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 Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Reporting. Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Ready and waiting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Vehicle affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Reporting. Awaiting orders. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Reporting. Acknowledge. Awaiting affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Ready and wait. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Reporting. Acknowledge. Acknowledge.
Building.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. At once. Affirmative. Report. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Waiting order. Awaiting orders. Waiting order.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete. Building. On hold. Cancel.
Comrade. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Reporting. Waiting order. Affirmative. Acknowledge. 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 Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Reporting. Very well. At once. Affirmative.
Building.
Comrade. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Comrade. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Vehicle report. Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Comrade.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete.
Awaiting or acknowledge. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Waiting order. Affirmative.
Naval unit lost.
Yes, affirmative. Acknowledge. Reporting. Affirmative. Waiting acknowledge. Affirmative. Comrade. Affirmative. Report. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Reporting. Agreed. Yes, sir.
Naval
Yes,
unit
sir.
lost.
Acknowledge.
Repair.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Report. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Naval unit lost.
Comrade. Acknowledge.
Building.
Acknowledge. 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 Affirmative.
Unit repaired.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Repaired. Building.
Affirmative.
On hold. Cancel. Unit repaired.
Acknowledge.
Repaired. Building.
Affirmative. 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 Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit prepared.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Prepared.
Affirmative.
Construction complete. Building. Unit prepared. Primary building selected. Unit ready. Prepared.
Reporting. Reporting.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Building.
Awaiting orders. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
Unit prepared. Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Our base is under
Vehicle
attack.
report. Acknowledged.
Prepared.
Reporting.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders.
Acknowledge. Acknowledge.
Building. Unit prepared.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Prepared.
Waiting.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Comrade.
Unit prepared.
Waiting order. Acknowledge. Comrade. Acknowledge.
Reporting. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Acknowledge.
Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Prepared.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Comrade.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Reporting. Affirmative. Reporting.
Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit prepared.
Acknowledge.
Building.
Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Waiting order. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Prepared.
Waiting order.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit prepared.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Building.
Vehicle reporting.
Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. 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 Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged.
Reporting.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Building.
Comrade.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledge.
ready.
Acknowledge. Acknowledge.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building.
Vehicle reporting.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Vehicle reporting.
Affirmative.
Awaiting orders.
Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative. Waiting order. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. 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 Acknowledge.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Unit lost.
Yes,
Unit
sir.
ready.
Very well. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Very well. Very well. Very well. At once. Very well. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Very well. Very well. Affirmative. Very well. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Ready and waiting.
Lost.
Yes.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Second objective met. Mission accomplished.